this football club at the moment?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, finally get a start. My first one for like over a year was great, and the 3 points was even better.
If I told you it was 387 days, according to my learned friend, since that win away at Bury on the opening day of last season, had you counted that?
Well, the 4 minutes, I suppose, but I don't know if I can count that really. I think it goes back to maybe the season before that, last game of the season where I played 90 minutes the last time. So I bet it's getting on for 400 or 500 days now.
Are you any different after that ridiculously long and frustrating year where trying to get back and never quite could? Do you appreciate it more now?
Yeah, I do. I think I've been given a second chance really, and it's been a lot of hard work, but to finally be ready and in the gaffer's thoughts is more than I could have thought of really.
And that first start, that had been coming, hadn't it? Because you've been making an impact off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, just tried to do as much as I could, and I knew it would be difficult to sort of break into that new 11, but with opportunities arise, like with George's sending off and things like that, you need a bit of luck to get back in as well, and hopefully I've done enough and he gave me the opportunity.
And also breaking into a team that's still unbeaten. I mean, it's been a great start for the season in terms of sort of everyone gelling together and putting the results on the board.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a few draws, but I think it's only a matter of time that the wins will start coming, and the goals have been flowing quite well as well, which is always a bonus.
And how much more is there still to come, do you feel, from the team?
Yeah, I think there's a lot more, and the lads, as you said, we're all gelling together, and there's a good atmosphere around the camp, and I'm sure we'll build on it more and more.
How different a challenge will Altrincham be? Because obviously you look at Torquay, you look at Wrexham, both former league clubs.
Yeah, I think it'll be another one where we'll have to maybe be right up for it, and away obviously is another thing to think about, and travelling and stuff like that. But as long as we get ourselves right and our performance right, I'm sure we'll have enough.
And how are you finding it gelling into the midfield and the shape of things in there?
Yeah, it's been good actually. I mean, the lads has brought in a really good, and it's been quite easy to fit in actually. I've been sat watching and trying to read how people play and stuff like that. So when I was in, I was ready to be part of that.
Yeah, I suppose actually times on the sideline spent well can be very useful, can't it?
It can, yeah. I mean, it's not always easy, having to sit on the bench and maybe think about, when am I coming on and stuff like that. But it does give you more of an insight watching the lads play first, and then you can sort of join in after.
Does it help if you can hear the manager's frustrations of what's not going right? You think, right, well, that's where I can make a difference.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's a flip side to that as well. You think, he's not very happy today, so thanks for throwing me on. But no, it's been good, and the gaff's been very positive as well with everyone.
And I mean, for you personally, actually having to build a relationship with him, how difficult has that been, considering you weren't fit when he arrived?
Yeah, it has been difficult, and maybe back in my mind, I thought that new manager, he could always say, you're not part of my plans, and I've been out for so long, I had no argument really against that, but I just tried to work hard, knuckle down, and show as much as I could in training, and when I got on in my sub appearances, so hopefully I've done enough now, and it believes in what I can do.
And there's a few who are sort of working their way back from injury, and of course Elliot with his illness as well, so I suppose you were sort of a little bit of a trailblazer for the first one, if you like, of getting fit and forcing their way back into his plans.
I hadn't thought about it like that, but it's maybe it gives everyone some positivity that it's not the end of the road when you've been out injured for such a long time, and I'm sure the lads, everyone is working hard like I was last year, so they'll all be fit and ready to play a part when they're called upon.
Good man, thank you. Good luck.
So we spoke pre-season. I think you've had a couple of staging posts. Your first pre-season start, your first time in the first team, and the first start. When will you really feel that you're 100% back and fully firing? Or do you feel that already?
I do feel that already. I mean, my first start on Monday was a bit of a big hurdle to get over myself, and Wrexham didn't make it easy as well. I thought they played quite well and overloaded a midfield. That was it was a tough game, and I think once I sort of stopped thinking about that, 3-4 games on the bounce would be nice, and but I feel strong and fit, which is good.
You've had to be quite flexible as well. I think you came on at Torquay and you played on the right. You were alongside Kyle in the centre on Saturday. Is that something that is sort of a bit of a trademark of Gary Johnson? He likes sort of a bit of flexibility in that midfield.
Yeah, he does, I think, and he likes to maybe move people around, and it gives the opposition a bit of something to think about as well, and gives us opportunities, and gives people the chance to go and create something as well.
What do you feel your best role in midfield is? You the one that can do what Carl does in the sort of sitting, or do you prefer to get a bit further forward?
I like to get forward. I think get some goals. I'm sure when my fitness is back to peakness, then I'm sure I'll be in the box and getting a few. But I can do the sitting role as well. So like Gary Johnson does like to mix people around. I'm sure everyone will play in everywhere. Yeah,
you and Kyle, two big lads with lots of experience. That could be crucial at a place like Altrincham to really stamp your authority on the game if you can.
Yeah, it could. I mean, we've got to go there very positively, and that is the spine of the team needs to be strong, and I've been impressed with what I've seen of Kyle so far.
Yeah, and have you? I mean, it seems strange, but as one of the longer serving players, you've obviously seen a lot come and go in the last sort of few months. How would you sort of rate the togetherness of this group? Because from the sort of outside, it looks like it's one that really is pulling in all the same direction.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be part of a team that's winning as well on the bounce. I think that's 3 now on the bounce, and that is always going to give a little extra in the dressing room, and the lads get on great, and it's all looking positive at the moment.
Yeah, you people like you and Vorney and the ones that have been here for since last season, just glad to be around a side that's winning and a bit more positive.
It does make a big difference, and I mean, even at the stadium, around the games, and the staff and everyone's happy, and it is great. Yeah, the doom and gloom last year is gone.
Yeah, hopefully for and then that will stay like that for the whole season.
Hopefully, yeah, that would be great.
Excellent. Cheers.